Hey, so I've been talking about this, and instead of having to explain it, I thought I need to make a video of it. I also tried to explain something I don't know if you read and didn't understand, but about doing cards. I'm not going to do that. I already made a video that has me doing cards, so it explains how I count the number of cards. But anyway, so I bought this at the $1.25 tree because it has white paper that's thick in it, and I'm put my need list in here, so when I'm going out, when I finally get a chance to go to a comic book shop, I won't be like I normally am. I normally go to a comic book shop at least now every 2 weeks whenever I go to the doctor, so I got one chance to get to a big city and go to it. Normally I just don't want to go to a big city, but at least now I have something instead of just like looking at all the pretty comic books and going, I don't know what I have anymore. Especially there's some rare situations, but I'm going to deplete those really quickly about the Dell comics and stuff like that. So I thought, you know what, I could fill in some gaps. So this is what this is about. It's about comic books, and then there's also some action figures in here, because I should be looking for those. The one store that's called Buried Under, he has a lot of used stuff, and last time I was there I saw a Catwoman action figure. I was like, I had that back in the 90s. I don't know if I have that now, and I looked on my list, I was like, no, I don't. So it must have been one of these things I got rid of over time. So wait, I'm not sure what I just did. Someone welcome to the chat. So this is Need Toys Comics. I found out there was a Sledgehammer comic book I didn't know even existed. I got number 2, so now I need number 1. I'm not going to read all these, and I started off using the same color all the way down, but then I got more creative as I went along. So I need some gaps from Visionaries, Voltron, Mass. These are toy or TV comics or toon comics. Again, toons, toys, TV comics, because they're like really interesting to me mostly. And the store that I went to, Buried Under, he has them separated like toys. Well, he calls them TV and toon. Well, I think he just calls them TV comics, but you know, cartoons. So toy, TV, toon comics. There's some Transformers I still need to complete my original. I had all these originally, and I know it's gonna be impossible to get some of these later ones, unfortunately. Wish I still had all those from back then. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This is where I almost got messed up last time, because I was looking at my list, and on this phone, it has that list on there, but it has it in a way that's really annoying. It's like sometimes I'm in the wrong list mode. That's why I made a paper mode. It'll be needs or it'll be haves, and I'm like, I can't tell. So I'm like, I don't want to make a mistake, because I already got a Star Wars comic book that I already have. So I was like, okay, we're gonna not do that again. So these are ones that I need. See where it says need. Most of these are needs. It only gets to the haves when I have like just a very few, like Dell Comics. There's over 1,000 of those things, and I only have like about half a dozen. There's a lot of adventure comics. I should have just put the halves on that. But I didn't start at number 1. I started like 247, obviously, for Legion of Superhero reasons. Oh, okay, I made a Brave and the Bold one. Okay, so there's also a Brave and the Bold for the Metal Men, because I did this again. This is when I first started working on it, which was last week. And now you notice I started mixing up colors. So need fun comics, Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew, Alf, and then Bill and Ted. So I differentiated the colors after a while to give it a little bit more breaking up. Like this, I already have these Dell comics. I can't list the 1,000 comics that I would possibly want. So I put there, and then I put a little slash through it, like, so I have this one kind of thing. And I should have done this. I should have just listed the number and then listed what it was meaning. So I had to go back and kind of go, okay, this one is a Rusty comic, this is a Dundee comic, this is the Great Locomotive, this is Wyatt Earp, and this is Sunset, 77 Sunset Strip. Need for fun comics, Heathcliff, of course. And then I started thinking, well, I need to use more than just purple and blue. Strawberry Shortcake's perfect for pink. I should have done Royal Roy in green, but whatever. I have 2 cats in here, so if you hear anything bouncing around, there's 3 cats in here, but one of them's sleeping. And then Barbie comics. I would love to get these old Barbie and Ken from the 60s. I've never seen them in real life, ever. I've never seen them online either. I'm beginning to wonder if they even exist. Star Wars needs, I only deal with Star Wars from the 80s and 70s. I'm not doing modern Star Wars. Maybe These Star Wars, yes, I do want to get the rest of those so I can complete that and read it. I thought I had it all. According to my list, I don't though. Star Trek needs, these are from the 60s and 70s. Starfleet Academy is a fun title. I do want to finish reading all those, and Early Voyages. I know I can go online and read, but I just like to have the papers in front of me. G.I. Joe comics that I need a lot of those, sadly. It even goes to the next page. Alright, so I'm not going to go through all these. I'm just letting you see, like, Centurions, need Robotech, need Charleston. This was kind of like the Charleston section. I didn't know it was a Bugaloo's comic. I was just going through and trying to find more titles that I may not have ever seen. And there's going to be a lot of empty space, hopefully, so I can find more. Like E-Man. I didn't know I had gaps in E-Man. I would love to finish E-Man. Like Hee-Haw. I've never seen a Hee-Haw comic in my life. I just thought, oh, that's hilarious. I got to put that down. And then there's comics I would completely not think about getting because the cover has nothing to do with what I want. There's a comic book called Dynamo Joe that I used to get up at the Jones. It's a store, well, it was a store here in Charlotte, up in Charlotte. And they had Dynamo Joe, and I thought it was the coolest looking. It looked like Gundam. It's like they ripped off Gundam, I guess, sort of. But it started in Mars. So I'm missing some of these Mars comics that otherwise I'd just ignore them. Wildcats, there's a few Wildcats that I need. And other ones I wouldn't think about, like Adventures. In my brain, there's only like 3 adventure comics, but evidently there's more. And then when it came to Richie Rich, I had to go with halves because there's no way. There's like thousands of Richie Rich comic books. So like Richie Rich and Cadbury, Richie Rich and Casper, Richie Rich and, et cetera, et cetera. Same thing for Dennis the Menace. There's too many of them, and it's so completely confusing with them. So I put down the ones that I have with the Archies. There's a billion Archie comics. I just put down the ones I have, and it goes over to this page too. Then there's the Archie Spire, which is the Christian comics. I just listed the ones that I have. I don't know which ones exist. There's not much out there on these, unfortunately. Comics that I need, back to that again. So this was just from last night. I was watching Metarog's channel. He had Space Family Rob was like, oh, yeah, I want some more of those. And I only have like the very last issue. I didn't know there was a Star Blazers comic, so I was like, yeah, let me add that to my list. And I should have done it on one line. Where was the other one? Oh, Battle of the Planets is the one that I was like, ooh, Battle of the Planets. I need to get those. Comics that I need, Big Bang comics, and I got some space there for, I mean, if I find something else while I'm in the store, like, oh, I didn't know this existed. There's just too many things that I don't know exist. Comics I need, Micronauts and ROM. Yes, I used to have every single comic book from Micronauts and ROM, except I didn't have 37 in Micronauts at one time. It was impossible to find for some weird reason. Getting all the ROMs again, oh, it's going to be way too expensive. But it's here just in case I run across them in the wild. Maybe I'll find a ROM 1 in a dollar bin somewhere magically. Alright, comics I need. Here's the last page I did, I think, this morning. And Warp's Infinity, Weapon X. That's one of the newer titles. I love Infinity Warps. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is like Amalgam Comics. And of course, there's blank spaces in case I find more stuff. And more blank cards in case I find more stuff. And then I thought, well, if I happen upon a place that sells toys, I need these Bionic 6 figures because I really want to complete my Bionic 6 collection. I only need these 3 right here for the family, which is the most important thing to me. And then here are the bad guys, which I kind of remember what they look like. Dr. Scarab, of course, is the fat guy. Glove is the big glove guy. I don't remember Chopper and Glove off the top of my head, or Clunk. Arachnid, I think that's the girl. That's the weird-looking ugly girl, or she's got green hair or something. Anime Heroes, Saint Seiya. That's a newer toy line that they all look kind of the same, so it's hard to remember. So that's the ones I put down, all of the ones I know about, 6 of them, and I just X off the ones I have. Batman the Animated Series. I still need to complete that collection. In case I run across anything, like the Catwoman. Oh gosh, this is on 9 minutes. Oh, I need to wrap that up. So thanks for watching. And if you have any of these, you can send them to me. I'll take them for free. Or if you know where I can find them at, that'd be great. Have a great day. I didn't realize it was 9 minutes. Thank you for those who actually stuck with this for that time.